So we are here at Canarsie Festival. How you guys doing today?
We are doing fine. Well, I am doing fine, thank you.
Doing well.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you again for the opportunity to get a chance to speak to you guys. For me being an African American and just, being in a community, seeing like you guys in power, it makes it, in a position of power, it makes it feel good because, a lot of times it's hard for us to go about, saying we like to vote and we don't trust in the system, but seeing you guys in power and in position, lets it be known that you guys are speaking for us and things like that. So I just want to start off by saying, how did you guys get in your position, and how hard was it for the journey?
Well, getting into my position, it took being a community person, being involved in everything, and that's what I always encourage people to do. Don't sit back and see if you see something that's happening in your community that you don't like. That's how you start being involved. There are many ways you can become involved in your community, so that you can start that journey to move on. You know, if you're living on a block, whether you're a homeowner or you're living in a rented apartment or house, you can become part of that block. Start by forming a block association. Start by becoming part of all the civic associations in the community. Attend all the public meetings. That's how you start, and that's how you get to know what's going on in the community and how you know what is needed in the community.
And I'm sorry, if you could just give an introduction to just yourself, just for the people who may not be aware or know who you are.
I am Roxanne Persaud, the state senator representing the 19th senatorial district. My district covers parts of Brownsville, East New York, all of Canarsie, Mill Basin, Bergen Beach, all the way through to Sheepshead Bay.
Wow, okay. And brother, if you could.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Officer White, 6th Precinct Community Affairs Officer. The way I got to my position is simple. 212 recruit. I'm wearing the band right now. Join New York's finest.
And they are the finest.
212 recruit. You take the test, you pass the test, you can become a police officer. It's a great job, a great opportunity, and it's a job. It's a wonderful thing that I was able, thank God, to be blessed to be doing. And to become a community affairs officer, you just have to be interacting with your community, with prominent people like herself, and it's a very easy job. You got somebody as special as this senator right here, who always supports the community, always supports the police force, and we do our best to work together to try to make it better, Canarsie.
His job is not an easy job. He glossed over it. It's by no means easy. We live in times when people question things that elected officials and law enforcement officials do, and so it's never easy, because you have to strike that balance, letting them understand that you're here to be part of them, to understand, but on their end they have to strike the balance of making sure the community is secure while they're also interacting with the residents of the community.
And what advice can you give to young people who want to get in those positions and who may have doubt about, the justice system and just the political system, about getting into it and, being active in it?
It's starting out that you first start as somebody, you start in high school. Actually, your community service should not just start in high school. You should always be interested in community service. There's the Boy Scouts, there are church groups, there are off ways to doing that. But you attend the community board meetings. Every area has a community board, and that's where you start to understand what is going on in the community. Everything that's coming in, the event that's happening today, to get the permit, it goes through the community board. If there are incidences here and the community doesn't like what's happening at this facility, it goes to the complaint goes to the community board. When their permit is up for renewal, community board gets to renew it and make the recommendation. So those are the kind of things that all youth should start attending: community board meeting, precinct council meetings. Understand read your local newspapers. That's how you understand, what's going on, and become involved in it.
Where do you go to actually go to these meetings for people who might be seriously interested and want to actually be there at those places?
We're at the age of technology. For you to find out when there's a meeting, your local newspaper, NewYorkCity.gov will list all the community board meetings. It has the link to every community board, and it will tell you the location and the times of the meeting. The precinct council meetings, NYPD's page, you find your local precinct, and it will tell you where the meetings are, when the meetings are, who are the representatives on the precinct council board. That's another good thing for youth to become involved in. Precinct councils are there as a bridge between the police department and the community. That's what they're for. And so when something is affecting the community, the precinct council takes that to NYPD. So just become involved. You're right here. You're on the other side of the lens. I would love to see you come to a precinct council meeting and speak to some people. I would love to see you attend the community board meeting. When we're standing on the corners with the clergy council, doing every month there's a clergy council meeting on every corner talking about taking back our community. We don't want crime in our community. We would love for you to come out there and stand with us while that meeting is going on and record it so that your friends who are watching your channel can see Canarsie is not a bad area. The areas are not bad areas. It's the people who are doing destructive things. How do we end the people's behavior? That's what this is about.
That is very interesting. I definitely want to come to those meetings and be a part of that.
Please make sure you get Officer White's information so that he will be able to put you on their mailing list or their email list, and so that you'll know everything that's going on.
And Officer White, one last question I want to ask is just, a lot of people might have like situations where, they don't like the cops, and over the years of all the generations of, situations that happen, why is it important for more brothers to get interested in joining the force and learning more about, how we could, get a sense of control our community through being a part of the police department?
Well, the only way that you can be sure that you see the changes that you want to see in any organization is to be a part of it and be a vibrant part of it. So I believe that since I grew up in a community similar to this one, I wanted to make sure that I was a part of the police force so I can have a direct impact on how I want things to be done. And that's what I believe. I believe the best way to seek change is through be part of it.
So how do guys get involved?
Like I said, you got to take the test, 212-RECRUIT. That's what you got to do. Call it up, or the website, 212-RECRUIT. And you can sign up for the test, for the next test. And when the list number gets called, you can become a police officer as long as you pass all the agility, background checks, and psychological. And it's a great opportunity.
All right, guys. I truly appreciate your time again, and continue doing a great job for the community.
And I hope I'm going to see you on the corner when we're having these meetings, and I hope we'll see you at some of the community meetings so that you can make sure your followers understand what is going on in Canarsie.
Well, you got me. I'm definitely going to be there, and I appreciate your time again.
All my wishes is frogs.